In this video, we're going to look at split squat variations. Now, split squats are similar to lunges, but they are in a static or fixed position. There are a number of ways to do them, and again, being a unilateral exercise, they are very, very effective for firing up certain muscles whilst stretching other muscles, so it can be very remedial and a great useful variation to bodyweight training programs. Now, the first variation we're going to look at is a basic split squat. What we're going to do, take a stride, maybe about a meter's length. Each of you will find a comfortable point to do this, and you can go longer or narrower depending on preference. What we want to do is keep even pressure through that front foot, and we're going to lower down, keeping our chest directly over our hips. All the way down, knee skims the floor, straight back up. Even pressure through this front foot, all the way down, and we're trying to ensure that the chest and the hips rise at exactly the same time. Just like that. That is our basic split squat. Now we're going to look at a front foot elevated split squat. Again, you will need a box, a bench, a step. This may even be a little bit high. You can even do it on a wedge. What we're going to do is place our front foot up on the block or wedge or step. Again, same position as our static split squat, and we're going to lower ourselves down, which this allows us an increased range of motion, great for hip mobility. Drop down, squeeze up. Drop down, squeeze up. Now we are going to push forwards with this. We want to push that knee over the toe on the front. And as I say, if you have a lower platform, it will be even more beneficial. So that is our front foot elevated split squat. The next split squat variation we're going to look at is the rear foot elevated split squat. Now, this is the majority of people's nemesis. People do not like it because it hurts, but it's also the most effective leg exercise, in my opinion, you can do in the gym. Why? Because it fixes the majority of the dysfunction around the front of the hip, and it helps you to activate a lot of the muscles around the back of the hip. Very, very good exercise. And how do we do it? Again, we're going to take a platform, step, something similar. Place that back foot up on it. Now you have a few options here. You can either sit on the toe like that. I don't really like doing that because you'll find you push back into the movement. Lay your foot down on the top so the majority of the weight is over that front foot. Keep your chest up nice and high above the hips and lower yourself all the way in. All the way down, all the way up. All the way down, all the way up. Now, depending on where you put the pressure in your front foot, you're going to feel this in slightly different muscles. So start off until you get more experienced, keeping it even through there, and really make sure you get that depth to stretch out the hip on that back leg. That is the rear foot elevated split squat. Make it your friend. The next split squat variation we're going to look at is a double elevated split squat. Now, this one's a bit more complicated. It does require some equipment, but what this allows you to do is take the split squats we've already done and increase the range of motion below what would be floor level. So what we're going to do, take two boxes. They can be even height. They can be one higher in the front, lower in the back, or vice versa. You elevate yourself upon them. Make sure you're taking care of your safety on this one. All of the same rules apply. Chest up, even pressure, lower ourselves down, right in. Now, if you'll notice, my knee is able to drop lower than where my foot is, or what would be the floor on another variation. So I can get a much greater range of motion around this hip when doing this movement. All the way down, power back up, all the way down, power back up. Again, great for increasing your flexibility and hip mobility, which has a huge carryover to being able to squat and generally move better.